When Richard Clarke emerged, it was obvious this was a danger to the administration because he had worked at the highest echelons of the Bush administration. And it was almost like Fox News was working off of the playbook coming out of the White House, that he had to be torn down, he had to be turned into a Democrat, a liberal, a Kerry guy.
He is bringing this up in the heat of a presidential campaign.
Can you assume from what he's saying that he has now become a political operative?
Do you feel that there is a political, he is, as some have suggested, auditioning for a job in the Kerry administration?
He's sucking up to another administration.
He said when he came to me to ask for my support with Tom Ridge.
He had been angling for a top job in Homeland Security Department and did not get it.
See, one of the things that Fox does and conservatives do is they don't have to win every argument, but if they can muddy the argument enough, if they can turn it into a draw, that to them is a victory, because it denies the other side of victory.
Well, Sean, there are apparently two Dick Clarks here.
Dick Clarke has been on three sides of a two-sided issue.
He's totally contradicted himself.
His statements are contradictory.
There's a lot of information that contradicts Clarke.
And aren't there insufficient contradictions?
He has written a book, and he certainly wants to go out there and promote that book.
Or is he just out to sell a book?
Who's out to sell his book?
Did he have a motive behind writing the book and going out on 60 Minutes and criticizing the Bush administration?
Obviously, this guy's hawking a book.
Unveiling his book.
An appalling act of profiteering. This guy rakes Bush over the coals and gives Clinton a pass.
And the book gives Clinton a complete pass.
Easily, Clarke treats the Bill Clinton era
some real concerns about where the truth lies and what Richard Clarke was saying.
They launched a major smear campaign. In some ways, it worked.
I thought, number one, he was extremely melodramatic and that he was intoning with great pathos. I mean, it almost seemed like it was a performance.
And it was just attack politics on a TV channel. Usually you leave attack politics to a political campaign.
Karl Rove and company are quite good at character assassination. You know, there are all these people, dozens of people in the White House, paid for by you and I, paid for by our taxes, right? Writing talking points, calling up conservative columnists, calling up talk radio hosts, telling them what to say. It's interesting. All the talk radio people, the right-wing talk radio people all across the country, saying exactly the same thing, exactly same words.
I noticed that. I was watching it. There's a 24-hour news network, and I'm sure it's a coincidence, but what they were saying was remarkably similar to what the White House was saying, and I couldn't help but thinking how funny that was.